Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you today. Thank you. Oh, wow. And I was about to get mad, like, come on. Say it, Pisces. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the live chat. I am the High Priestess. I trust my inner seeing, baby. Patterns over promises. You know what that means? Actions over words. People's behavior and your behavior speaks more truth than any words people can speak or we could speak. High Priestess coming out as your first card is like, you know something or you see something. Foofy woofy. You know what just came to my mind? A High Priestess emailed me a dream she had. I was in it. And it was about me seeing something. And now I'm like, I called her my oracle. Sometimes you guys send me messages and I'm like, wow, I really needed to hear that from somebody, you know? And, oh no, I'm not going to cry. But I might. But, shout out Robin. Love you, girl. This feels like an elevation in seeing. That was like the theme of the dream. And that is the High Priestess. She's constantly elevating her trust in her seeing. What do you see? Which is really like, what do you sense? What do you know? I love seeing though. It's seeing. Who's just talking about, oh my God, R.I.P. Diane Keaton. There's like a quote about her being like, I love seeing. She's like, I love looking at animals. I love watching television. I love going out into nature. I love to see. It's a wonder to see. And she was referring to like the gift of literally seeing, like what a gift it is if you are able to physically see. It's such a gift. But also like just reading how many times she said like I love seeing, I'm like, damn, this is a High Priestess too, you know? Like she's saying something else. There's a gift of seeing you have. Maybe this is encouragement of like, you're allowed to, whatever you're seeing right now in self, or the changes around you or patterns in people around you, you're allowed to trust what you're seeing. Let's get more clarity on that, right? Man. So Five of Swords can be this energy of like, can I trust this or am I blah, blah, blah. Like, am I? That's where the second guessing comes in. Am I being overreactive? Am I being paranoid? Am I thinking too deeply into this? That can also be you seeing, whoa, people. You know, there's 3 people here. There's 4 people here. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Give me 2 more because actually I feel like there's a line here. Yeah. Smash that love button if you haven't already for that HP card. That is you, baby. 1 more. Yes. Wow. What a fucking shift. Strength at the bottom. This is a change. You see this? For my Tarot Academy students, past, present, future. This is a shift from 5 of Swords to 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands. This feels like seeing the way forward towards emotional fulfillment. Recognizing that the way forward is either a challenge of the mind, the challenge of words, or there's a challenge of like external circumstances. You know, there's 3 people here, so it could be like external circumstances. But this is seeing the path forward. 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands is fulfillment on the horizon, and I'm like patiently allowing it to come to me. Putting yourself in the right place at the right time. Even if you're a little early. That's something that keeps coming up too, is like, Align yourself with the grid and then let the grid fill in around you. Ace of Wands is, okay, and then the grid fills in around you. Something comes in. Five of Swords, Ten of Cups can also be this recognition of self, of like, you know what you want. Oh, I'm going to go deep on this one. You know what you want. Hello? You know what you want. I'm just going to talk to you like I would talk to my sister. You know what you fucking want, right? Don't you deserve what you fucking want? What's in the head? Whose voice is that? That's like presenting a problem or an issue or creating like an obstacle or a what if. What, like, is that your voice? Probably not. That's probably a condition. That's probably something you picked up along the way from somebody else who worries excessively or sees problems instead of solutions. Go after what you want. This Five of Swords is literally no match for the High Priestess. Are you kidding? Five of Swords is child's play to the High Priestess. She's like, oh, cool, you guys have swords? I'm a literal fucking goddess. I'm a literal fucking psychic. I have stars in the Galactic Federation on my side. Your little swords and your little sword fight? Get the hell out of here. What? Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Okay, I'm so sorry. Go after what you want. Whatever this Five of Swords is, I'll go deeper. But like whatever this is, it feels like a child's play. We don't need to waste time with this. We don't need to hold ourselves back from it. Look at all this brightness over here, right? Like the rainbow, the blue skies, like the autumn sunset energies over here. Even the hand is glowing. The hand is glowing. And this Ace of Wands is like, I want to give you something. And it's over the rainbow. Shout out, Dorothy. So it's like by you going after what it is that you want, I feel like it's more like trusting yourself to do this. Trusting like what you know to be true. Three Wands and the Ace of Wands, that's four wands. That's manifestation, wish fulfillment, graduation, culmination, celebrations. Sometimes it's with others, sometimes it's just alone. Let's fill this in. I guess courage is required here because it's outside of the norm. Whatever this desire, this wish fulfillment, this want, whatever this want is, that is this new? Is it like a new manifestation, a new wish, a new desire? I'm going to give you the advice my therapist gives me, High Priestess, Five of Swords. When doubt and fear creeps up in the mind and it feels very believable, ask yourself, who planted this? Because doubt and fear are not innate. They are learned. So of course, there's like a healthy amount of fear so that you don't, jump off a cliff, right? Or put yourself in super high risk situations. But that's not what we're reading here. We're reading somebody's path to wish fulfillment and giving themselves the opportunity to step outside of something familiar, step outside of something expected or the norm, and giving yourself a shot at something that you know, High Priestess, to be fulfilling. The risk here is like, you have to just put yourself there and allow the universe to meet you. So ask yourself, whose doubt or whose fear is this? Or where does it come from? Foofy. Let's go into this Five of Swords. Show me this Five of Swords for the HP. Baby. Pisces, it is fall. If you would like your High Priestess gear, your comfy cozy sweatshirts and hoodies for fall and winter, you can get those at the first link in the pinned comment below. Okay, show me the Five of Swords for Pisces. The Hierophant? What does that mean? What does that mean? When the High Priestess and the Hierophant come out in the same reading, there's a reveal. Show me the Five of Swords, Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. It came out like funny, The reveal. Page of Pentacles is a new beginning in the 3D. And this new beginning seems to be, it already has a spine. It already has the beginning formation, you know, like the grid. I was saying before, meet them and then let the grid fill in around you. This is literally the spine of the snake. This is the spine of the whatever bird that is. I hope they don't flag me for those boobs. Hierophant. So it looks like this fulfillment and this new wish that you have, it's a higher level desire. This happens when your sense of self-worth increases or improves. The Hierophant also can see in all directions here, kind of similar to Hecate. Seeing in all directions. Are you very on guard about this wish? Something just fell outside, so I'm going to say maybe that's confirmation. Are you very on guard about this wish? 11:11 on the clock. It's on the top of the mind, though. Whatever this is on the top of the mind. 5/5 is 10. So some 10/10, judgment, call. So for you to this looks like for you to pursue this 10 of Cups timeline. The challenge is closing out fear around, it looks like the process of trusting the universe. The Hierophant is the highest teacher, equivalent to the High Priestess. This fear is teaching you something. I think this fear is showing you how bad you want this. I think this fear, this mental trepidation, going back and forth, considering it, and maybe not taking action right away or just taking small actions, I think it's showing you how much you want this. So what's the advice with this Hierophant? 5 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. We keep getting this in a lot of readings too. You have 4 legs and 4 arms. 2 arms and 2 legs are armored and 2 are free. 2 sets are free. So this is, in terms of advice, this is, you're allowed to go because whatever you're afraid of, you already have armor against it. Maybe you probably already faced that shit, you know? You encountered those types of people. You encountered those types of situations. So now you faced those people and those situations that maybe like fucked you up in the past so that you would actually activate armor, you know? And you have armor, and you also have this other set of legs and arms that are free. And not only are they free, but they're like kind of a little dressed up. This feels like you're ready energetically. Like, so the symbolism of being dressed up, I don't know if you've ever had a dream about passed on loved ones. If they come to you dressed up, that's symbolic of like they're in a higher vibration. They're in a little bit more of their acceptance and love and regality of self. Their regard for their spiritual energy has elevated. It's symbolic. That's the energy here. It's like what's not armored is dressed up. So there is this regard for self. Have you like sat and like have you had a meeting with yourself and been like, this is who we are now? This is who we are now. Because I feel like maybe some of you need that to be like, do I need to host a session of tell me who you are now? Tell me who you are now? I'm spazzing on this. Like, look at how beautiful this is. Look at how strong your spiritual energy is. This is who you are now. And what you saw and faced in the past really was just to equip you so that you can successfully acquire, attain, attract this. Knight of Wands in a basic interpretation is taking action. So the basic advice here is take action towards it, towards this new beginning. Okay, let's go into I don't love bringing people into this, you know. I'm just going to ask for one. If the Five of Swords is people, can you show me what they need to know? Kind of in reverse, but kind of not again. If it's people, it's Ace of Pentacles. I don't see the problem. I'm missing the problem. Is there no problem? Are we looking for a problem and there isn't one? One more. Thanks. Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. I think the fight's over, Pisces. I think the fight is over, and I'm not telling anyone to go faster than they feel called to, but this horse has no feet on the ground. This horse is flying with no wings. You've got the wings. You've got the wings, and you've got the love, Florence and the Machine. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. Just because it's new and unfamiliar doesn't mean you shouldn't go. Do you have a record player? Listen to me, Linda. Play that record. Girl, put your record on. Tell me your favorite song. For real, go listen to something. Get yourself hyped to pursue whatever this newness is. New fulfillment, new wish fulfillment, elevated sense of self-worth. Because even if this Five of Swords is people, if it's people that cause like obstacle, no one can interfere with your highest destiny. The universe will create solutions so that you can get around it. That's what she loves to do. She loves to alley-oop on them, motherfuckers. What? Sorry. Okay. Tell me your favorite song. And it's beginning. It's Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's a lot of newness. It's a lot of learning, and it's taking action towards it. Allowing yourself to move towards that. Three of Cups. And that's the Sisters of Fate. Shakespeare, that keeps coming up for me. Weird, W-Y-R-D, which is essentially just being able to predict the future, premonition. This kind of also looks like High Priestess. You know. Going towards this fulfilling experience. Maybe this isn't like a complete timeline shift, though I feel like it is. Maybe it's just a simple experience that you're like teeter-tottering on. You know you're going to have joy and fulfillment if you move towards it. This is like, give yourself the break. Kit Kat bar, give yourself a break. So this is especially if this is a trip that like you would not normally allow yourself to go on, or something you would not normally allow yourself to attend. This is like, go. You're allowed to, and like it is so paramount and necessary to enjoy this life. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for anybody. You know, the studies have shown that the greatest regret people on their deathbed report is not having gone after more of their dreams. People don't report things they wish they didn't do. They report things that they wish they did and they didn't let themselves. Give yourself something to look back on when you're on that deathbed. Give yourself a really interesting, exciting movie reel. You are the main character. Okay, 10 of Cups. Two of Swords. It is your decision. The moon is here, though. And she's blindfolded. Why blindfolded? Five of Pentacles. This is like the energy of, what if I go after it and it's not as fulfilling as I thought it would be? What if it just leaves me in like a more challenging energy that like I didn't consider? Do you have air in your chart? Are you an overthinker? this kind of looks like the angels of fate are like wrapping this experience up in a blue ribbon. Blue represents expansion, but in your thought cloud, it's 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, thought cloud, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. This is like an over-examination of what if it goes wrong. So the counter to that is, if you're going to list all of the ways this could go wrong or not serve you, then be of balance to yourself and list all the ways this could go right and could serve you. That's also an antidote to overthinking in the negative capacity. Yeah, 10 of Wands. That's if overthinking is the problem here, and like not having a challenging time giving yourself permission to move towards things that feel fulfilling. It's fulfilling with some sort of risk, but this risk doesn't feel dangerous. This risk just feels like it would require planning. But the fear looks like it's very deeply rooted, deep. There's like lots of synapses that fire off. It's like the fear and the overthinking is such a strong muscle because it's been used so many times, that if you allow yourself to look somewhere other than all the reasons why you shouldn't, you're going to see a reflection of you that's from the future. You're going to see a reflection of you that's in the energy of the burden has been released and the fulfillment is coming through me. 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands. You know, this is my card of your future self is pulling you forward. You see that? This is the future self. This is you. And they're like, come on. I got something here for you. And you have wings on. And they're still pulling you. You have wings over here too. Are you very comfortable in your cocoon, Pisces? I get that. It's so hard for me sometimes to get out of mermaid manner. But this is saying like, we gave you wings and we're pulling you. Come on. Show me more. Thanks. 10 of Pentacles. Listen, now they're bribing you. Now they're like, do we have to wave money in your face? Do we have to show you some sort of financial, physical win that you will receive? Because if we do, it's over here. Let me get a different deck. I want to go in on that 10. Or needs a cosmic seed. Can you show me this 10 of Pentacles for Pisces with this 3 of Wands? That 3 of Wands is like, go to the shore, let the ship come in. Go to the grid, get there early, let the grid fill in around you. In order for the universe to complete the 4 of Wands for you, you have to bring 3. You bring 3, and they bring 1. Show me that 10 of Pentacles. Whoa, 9 of Swords in reverse. There's spider symbolism here too. Spider symbolism is like weaving a new web. I feel like you already wove it, and they're like, just go there. You have evil eye protection over your heart. Yeah, anxiety over. Whatever plagues you in terms of 5 of Pentacles, like the worries and concerns that your mind brings up as reasons to maybe not move forward with this 10 of Cups, or not move forward more maybe aggressively or confidently, that 5 of Pentacles is a symptom of 9 of Swords. Over here, it's like being on the shore. Maybe I'm saying shore and it should be shore. S-H-O-R-E, but maybe it's S-U-R-E. When you act from assuredness, you know, that alignment of, I'm being called here, so I'm just going to go. I'm being called to do this, so I'm just going to go. I'm just going to trust it. When you do that, you're met with 10 of Pentacles, your future self, and alleviation of concern. And if you don't go, if you don't fulfill this is where you end up. in your head about why it could go wrong. Just basically playing playing a broken record of all the reasons why it could go wrong. That actually sounds like mental torture to me. To just like replay over and over, convince yourself why you shouldn't do something. When it's like, we don't even know that that's true. Over here, it looks like that's not true. Yeah, 9 of Cups. You're a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on, Christina Aguilera. Can you give me some context? That was the Magician. Holy Lord. Justice and Wheel of Fortune. All of the purging that you've previously done to get yourself into this particular elevated seeing has allowed your heart to become as light as a feather. So you are being granted the pass-through to this new grid timeline. This is the Mayan calendar. So it's like calendar is how we measure time. It's how we measure seasons. This feels like you're getting a pass-through, a rite of passage into, this really feels different over here. So maybe that's also what's happening, is moving from, it's very, I love these cards, but they are gray. They are dismal. It's a darker imagery, right? And then look at this cosmic seed, rite of passage, vibrancy, light, colorful. And something about your hands. Hands are healing, but it's also like, you know, this hand is glowing. This hand is pulling you. There are angelic hands. Oh my God, you see them? Now I can't stop seeing the hands. There are angelic hands, like, if they could put their hands directly on you, they would. To be like, come on, move this way. But they can't. It's like they can only energetically connect with you. So it's like, allow, where do you feel the current? And can you give yourself permission to get into the current and trust that they're all around you? Show me a little bit more on the current. The current is also the now. It's the present. So being like a little bit more present versus scared of what could happen in the future. The current, the now. Nurturer of Wands, 3 of Wands. This is the current, is like, get your ass out there. 6 of Wands, victory and success. Messenger of Wands. So now we have the Page of Wands out here twice. All of these are Wands. That's crazy. 3 and 6 is 10, 11, 12, breaks down to 3. So moving towards this fulfilling travel experience, destination, group experience, or timeline is a physical and fiery manifestation of shadow work. The shadow here is, do I move through overthinking and do it? Or do I convince myself not to? If you move over here, there's a sun and moon conjunction. Sun and moon conjunction. Oh my goodness. Now I'm thinking about Astrology 102. Whirlpool. Shout out Erin. Whirlpool. So everything might feel a little bit faster over here in this timeline. But that's how you'll know you're there. Let the fire, let the flow go. You, for some of you, this is presentation energy, like putting you in a mode of presenter, speaker, like, I don't know what this is, facilitator, teacher. I'm at some, like, magician-y energy of, like, let me show you the tricks. And, like, I don't mean a literal, like, rabbit out of the hat. I mean, like, teaching people how to work with energy, or how to work with their words, how to work with their fire in a way that's very effective and successful. Why would you not let yourself do that? There's like an all-seeing eye with you at all times. Hands, all-seeing eye. It's with you all the time. Oh my God, and the king is at the bottom. All this wand. If you allow yourself to move towards this and eliminating the overthinking, and let the universe meet you with the final wand to give you that Four of Wands. This puts you in a position of mastery of your fire element, which is like the closest element to source. I think this is like a solidifying, like this next level of seeing and trust and navigating with your inner compass, how to move through life. Dancing through life. Advice for Pisces. Woo! Day. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Day. Peace a day, peace a day. Well, that's that snake that didn't have form. Now it does. This snake, just nerves, no form. This snake has form. And this is the year of the snake. Oh, fuck, Pisces. So, moving towards this thing that you want. You're allowed to want it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You're allowed to want it. Don't guilt yourself into like, oh, if I'm spiritual, I shouldn't want this thing. Nope. If you're spiritual, you are just a human being aware that you have spirit and aware that you are here to have a human experience. Go want what you want. This snake has form. This feels like if you move towards this thing, you give yourself permission. The grid or the form of the change will fill in around you in a way that leaves you feeling free. It also looks like there's a blossoming of a new type of perspective that you're going to have now. I think specifically on living. It's like all of this seeing and trusting and sensing is actually bringing you to this place of, I know how to optimize life better. You're bringing that mastery of the spiritual into, how can I be the mastery of living as a human with this superpower? You have a superpower. And over here, there is like fulfillment and abundance and angelic guidance and an elimination of some sort of like plaguing worry, something plaguing the mind. And whenever I see evil eye Molokio, it's like, if it's people outside of you, this might be an actual like, hey, this like relocation or this pivot of what you're doing away from those people, it's not even going to be, it's not going to take a real estate in the mind anymore. There's so much fire happening here and there's so much leadership presence here that like that's the only thing that will be taking up vital space in the mind. The other thing is, there's taking up more space over here in a way that feels like fluid and natural versus like, I'm taking up space so that I learn to take up space and I'm training my brain to take up space. This is like, oh no, I'm just like dancing through life. Like when you dance, you're just taking up space. You're just flowing. You're just moving. It's like where your arms and legs go, that's where they're supposed to go. So there's something very like natural, more organic over here, where this energy over here feels a little more challenging. And I'm going to say this, sometimes if we get used to a challenging energy, vibrancy can feel exposing or scary. That might be the shadow work queen. She even has a snake head. And there's a snake at the bottom of the deck. What is this? Don't shrink to fit in places you've outgrown. Or don't shrink to fit into wish fulfillments you once had that you've outgrown. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to grow into more. Okay, final card for Pisces. Smash that love button. Pisces, we have a few more spots for live and video tarot readings for the rest of this month. If you would like to book, second link at the pinned comment below. I love meeting you guys and reading for you. These are going to close at the end of this month and won't be opened again until February for Pisces season. Final card is Hermit. You got your hands behind your back. Full moon ahead, Lantern. Okay, what you used to get you into this seeing and into this timeline opportunity. Two of Swords it's crossroads energy. What are you going to choose? The light you used to get you here was helpful. But there's this energy of you don't need that anymore. You are being guided by natural changes, natural seasons, natural light, which I think is still you. It's the moon, but the moon is an extension of you. This is the year of the 9. This is the year of the Hermit. And so it's essentially like trusting the fruition and the endings. And most of all, trusting yourself to sense it. None of this should be new. This should all be like confirmation of, yeah, I do want this new thing and I haven't been like acting on it or going towards it. Right? Yeah, I do overthink myself out of doing the things that I set out to do, the goals I set for myself, the fulfillment I set for myself. The Hermit is like, trust your insides. Trust your insides. You don't need to manufacture light anymore. You've become the light on the path. It's also giving a little bit of like, you can actually do this blindfolded and with your eyes closed. It's your mind that wants you to do things a different kind of way, a familiar kind of way. You know? Okay, Pisces, hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki, love, and healing. Take a gentle inhale through your nose. Soft release out through your mouth. Savoring your magic at the bottom. Drop it in the comments. All caps, please. I am the High Priestess. I trust my inner guidance. Yes, Pisces, you are the High Priestess. Trust yourself. I love you. I'll see you later.